Hello, my name is Antonia Gordon. I am a second year PhD student in the Department of Political Science, and I was a GPIL fellow for the 2022-2023 academic calendar year. During this fellowship, my cohort was allowed the opportunity to travel to New Orleans and attend the Imagine America conference at Tulane University. Now, IA isn't your typical academic conference. In that space, we learned tools for healing and reckoning with the graduate experience for students and professionals. We learned about the importance of community and different intellectual pathways to expressing ourselves in the institution. New Orleans itself was a host of lessons to learn and reflections to gain, from the architecture to the food to the people and the culture. Like, there was just lots to learn in this experience. And like they say, the day the seed is planted is not the day you eat the fruit. I think that's how it goes. Either way, I had plenty of reflections to call upon, to think about, but not all. In this experience, we are charged with thinking about ways or drafting ways that we can reimagine the graduate school experience to make it a more positive journey for graduate students, especially for students of color. I'm not sure if that's what Dr. Brown meant, but that's what my intent is. And so I for a while I've been thinking of like the best possible way to communicate, or the best possible way to make the graduate experience joyful, and how to find joy in that for students. And it wasn't until today that I came up with my answer. So I'll say this, and it may not be the perfect answer, but it's the realist answer. Is realist a word? Yeah, either way. First, joy is what you make it. Joy is your own experience, and it's I've noticed through conversations with several other graduate students that they're struggling to find joy and ways of being that is aligned with the graduate school experience. It's almost like individuals are thinking of a graduate student as a monolithic idea and like experience and like individual, like they have to present, look, and enjoy certain things. And I think for me, this is especially true. I don't always want to talk about research, and I find things outside of research interesting, such as music, art, shopping, or makeup. I think being able to call on all of your curiosities, no matter how superficial others may believe they are, in like defining your graduate experience, is the true form of joy. Second, we have institutional practices that have been replicated over time. As a political scientist, I noticed that a lot of what I'm being taught by the professors in my department, and what I am reading and what I am experiencing, is replicas of what has happened before my time. And there's almost this expectation that we are supposed to continue the tradition of this is how we do things. Yeah. Old ways don't work for new ideas, and there's a growing number of new, different type of students entering the academic institution, and I think it's important to recognize that we all don't have the same interests. We all don't have the same interpretation of literature. We don't all have the same, let me say that over. That's not coming out right. Okay, so for the thousands of graduate students that we have in the institution, the department, or the program, there should be an equal number of ways to write a dissertation, interpret literature, or create a deliverable, or publish, and not just in math. And there's so many ways to think and so many ways to be, to treat graduate school like a process where we're only focused on getting published in a peer-reviewed journal or writing. It stunts the growth of our students, and it puts them in a box where they don't get to grow and branch out and experience life in all of its many facets. There's more to life than writing. Also, in my reflections on creating a joyful graduate school experience, I have to think about the ways in which graduate school is harmful. For many of us who pursue advanced degrees, we have to travel away from home. Our support systems are uprooted, and the university is they're expecting us to perform in the same way under very different circumstances, with less support, with less ties to home, with less community. And I think it's important to recognize that community is important, and students need a balanced home, family, and social life in order to perform at their best in general, period. Having a program or a department that looks at the student holistically in all facets of their life in order to promote wellness is ideal for me. Okay, aren't exhaustive. There might not be anything that I've mentioned that is new to anyone or that others haven't thought of. My thinking here isn't radical, but I do say that it's important what I just mentioned, because spaces like this don't exist. And even if the ideas are already in existence, it does not matter for innovation if we're not implementing them. So thank you for listening. I enjoyed my experience at the Imagine America conference. I equally enjoyed my experience as a GPIL fellow, meeting new members of my institution and making new friends who feel like family and home, and having a safe space among faculty who I feel like I can be my authentic self and make mistakes like the ones I made in this video. Right? That's what joy in graduate school is all about.